Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. And today we have somebody who wants to flirt with you, Capricorn. It's not me, Capricorn, because I don't know any Capricorns, right? I mean, I do know some, but they're women and they're not my style, right? So I'm not trying to flirt with you, all right? I'm just teasing. And I do like Capricorn, so yeah, I do. I just don't know any male Capricorns at this time. And we have flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. And they are. And in this reading, we have the witch bottle. This is somebody who has the potion to their life, right? And, it's like, it's a magic potion, but we know there's a kind of no such thing, like in essence, kind of. But it's about somebody who this is you or your person, right? Somebody who kind of understands what they need and what they want, and they are awakened. We have this card here, awake, and here is the owl, and he's holding the key, and he's over this kind of potion itself, this tea, and he is about manifesting something, but he's about the wisdom, and he's been awakened here, so he knows the truth about himself. He knows the truth like about what really life is. Isn't that like that's what everybody is really trying to figure out, but they don't really understand that. They're looking here and there, and they're really trying to understand themselves and how they fit in and their own divinity in this life, right? Definitely in this life. And so we also have the servant, the witness, and the victor. So, in the reading, Capricorn, if somebody knows the truth, you might really know the truth of like where your happiness is or where your victory is, right? It's also somebody here might really know that with you, their life could be much better, the witness and the victor. Yeah, and the servant is here. So this person is here to like be on their best, do their best, like really kind of, put their heart into this, right? And really this flirt card may be somebody who has flirted with you, right? Yeah, definitely could be. I feel like they want to as well, right? So this may be your current boyfriend or girlfriend. We don't know that, right? And we also have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. All right. So it could be that, but this talks about somebody kind of didn't understand themselves, maybe. And so they're growing up and things, and they had family issues, but they didn't really get it. So many people don't know, right? This is why self-discovery and contemplation is so important. It is, and taking time out for yourself to create quiet and introspection, because you get to know yourself better. You create a relationship with yourself, and nothing better than that. That is the most important relationship, is with yourself. Yes, it is. But somebody here, maybe they are really forgiving. Maybe you're really forgiving your parents. But this is really important to know, because if there's anything that from the family that is held, that you didn't understand about yourself, it could have really been holding you back. I was just thinking, when I saw that card, I thought about my brother, right? Too bad he has to be the fall guy, right, in these readings, right? Just kidding. Let's see, we have Capricorn, and people don't understand, right? And so, and they may walk around angry and all kinds of stuff, right? And angry, or definitely not in their power, because they're carrying something heavy with them from the past. Yeah, don't ever do that, right? Just drop the ball and chain. Let's see, we have Capricorn in this reading. And somebody knows that they love you here. That's really what this reading is about. I feel like this person probably had some issues to deal with. I feel like they did. 8 of Swords, the Hermit, maybe they're Virgo, and Cancer with the Chariot, possibly. We have change coming, Capricorn, and growth and progress in this reading. And interesting with the witness. The witness talks about sometimes it's hard to accept the truth, right? Because only the witness knows the truth. So this could have been a hard truth to deal with, right? Like, gee, I need to get over my past, healing family issues. It could be, right? And the 5 of Cups, Capricorn, sits in the environment here. And this is it may be about regret. Something ends in this reading, some type of attitude, maybe something physical, but some type of attitude ends here, or kind of the way somebody feels about themselves, or the way they think, or they've awakened. We have it here, right? And here's the barn owl. And these are really beautiful, right? Yeah, these are so interesting animals. They look so majestic. And, even though they give the word the barn to it, right? It's when you're making it plain, right? Yeah. Stop taking away my majestic idea about this, all right? Because they're very mystical looking, aren't they? And so, Capricorn, before we begin, or continue this, if you'd like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. I'm accurate. I'm a Silva grad. And yeah, and they are very eye-opening. They're lots of fun. We do them on the phone. They are. I don't want to leave that part out because that's like, maybe the most important here. And but yeah, and we do a tarot spread at the end, so you have two unique insights on your own perspective. I can definitely help you with that. I'm also a life coach, yes. And or somebody you don't know well, you don't trust them, you haven't seen them in eons, or maybe you just met them, things like that. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading. That link is below, and I interpret natal charts. That's your life map to live your true potential. That's what it is. I'm also doing synastry wheels now, yes, for the compatibility for you and whomever. And also psychic and tarot readings separately. I beg your pardon. So here we go. And in this reading, we see a release. And the challenge here is the Hermit. And it's in this reading, it's a challenge because here's the 4 of Cups over here, and the 5, and the 2 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. So these are all potentially challenging cards here. Yeah, and so there's a release here in order to move forward like freely and feeling liberated, like in order to stand in your power. And the Hermit here is the spiritual growth. It is supporting the spiritual growth. We have awake, but it's a challenge here in some way, right? The Witness can also talk about, I have to accept this. Because when the witness sits in court, whether or not it's, a true deal or not, right? But when the witness sits in court, people have to accept their testimony. So this is accepting the truth. And, right? And I feel like it probably came maybe, with a little kind of, maybe sock in the arm, possibly. But here we have the Hermit here. It's in the influence. Somebody here has spiritual growth, or they have spiritual insights that kind of takes them forward, right? And, kind of liberates them here. Yeah, releases them. And the 4 of Cups here is either, this is like a recognizing kind of that I'm bored with something, or I'm rejecting it. And the Witness is confirming that. This is what I need to do because I understand the truth. I understand the truth about my life. And maybe this healing, forgiving your parents, or something about the past or childhood or something could have to do with this. And, a lot of people will say, no, it doesn't. But then when you ask them if they had a hard childhood, they're like, yeah, well, if you're doing X, this and that, and X, Y, and Z in your private life here, and you're 30 or whatever age you are, it doesn't matter. And you're telling me you had a hard childhood, then basically you haven't released that. That's very clear and obvious. And, the best of the best, Gabor Mate will tell you that. Joe Dispenza, all these things, basically. Dr. Joe, I should give him his designated title. And we have the Chariot here, and the Chariot's in the past. So this is a triumph, but this is movement, right? This is movement. I want movement. And in the reading is kind of a reflection here about whether or not there will be kind of movement now that I know what I really want. Yeah, now that I am accepting the truth about something and I know what I want. Knight of Cups, about love. Somebody here, your person understands, Capricorn, or you. There's an understanding here that with this spiritual insight, I can take my life forward. And I may be able to be with Capricorn or have a new beginning. Yeah, because for sure. 7 of Pentacles is the mindset, and it's here. It is, I wonder what I can grow. I wonder what can become of this, of my investment. And Temperance. I wonder if I can have, not just spiritual growth, of course, but with Temperance, balance and harmony in my life, definitely. And, this is really about self-mastery as well with Temperance. Yeah, living, being tempered and not letting things agitate you so much, and living in virtue, right? And which is far away from, kind of the kind of psychology of today, right? It's not about virtue. No, it's definitely not. But when we have spiritual growth, we realize here that virtue is very important. It raises our vibration, and virtue is, includes the universal principles or the universal law, and it is one of them. It is, and so you'd have to temperance. Is one of spiritual laws. Yeah, it is. And so we have the 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and here a cycle ends and there's change and something heavy gets laid down. It has to do with the past or something, pretty sure, or childhood, but it's really about somebody kind of realizing that I was carrying something. That's what this is. It's a recognition, right? And the 2 of Swords is the concern. I need to lay down my swords. That's really what this is about. It's about, I need to lay these down and move forward now. And there's a freedom here. There's a liberation. Yeah, there is. And so with a recognition, the 5 of Cups, it's in the environment with the 9 of Pentacles. And maybe somebody like ends a relationship or a marriage. It's possible because we have sadness here in the 9 of Pentacles. Could be like I'm letting go of a marriage or a relationship and I want to be single here. And the 9 of Pentacles, she's very self-sufficient on her own, and she's got money too, but and this is living according to your values because of the Pentacles, and somebody's values have changed. The Ace of Pentacles is the hope and the desire. This is a new beginning, new possibilities, to have something stable, and really what I value, because the Pentacles are values. I want what's important to me in this life. Yeah. And so here we have the Knight of Cups, Capricorn. It sits in the potential outcome. This is a love offer. It is in this reading. It's also moving forward. It can be moving forward with self-love, right? It's because it's the most important love, isn't it? Yeah, it definitely is. And so, and trusting your intuition in this reading. And that's always really important. It's the most important here, because once you are trusting your own soul, this is when you can move forward in your power. And we have Awake right here. So yeah. So we're going to end this reading, Capricorn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching my readings. I really appreciate you guys. And I will pin the Sagittarius full moon, and you can see that definitely. And it's still relevant because even though the moon transits very quickly, it is relevant because I talk about other transits. Yes, I do. We're going to end this reading. Thanks so much. It'll be linked at the top of the comments. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the little bell for any notifications. Get your psychic reading going on. Get your natal chart interpreted. Yes, so very fascinating about you, right? Right? Who wants to really watch reality shows when you can read your own movie, read about yourself, and so fascinating and fulfilling. Thanks so much, you guys.